Welcome to the System for Program Access to Resources for Quality Supports, or SPARQS, overview of the Pre-K through Grade 3 Classroom Assessment Scoring System, or CLASS tool. My name is Nikki Barer, and I am the Program Manager Lead Assessor for the Vermont Association for the Education of Young Children and the SPARQS team. The CLASS tool was designed to create a common metric and vocabulary that could be used to describe various aspects of quality across all age levels. Getting to know the vocabulary is an important part of effectively using the CLASS tool. The CLASS tool organizes observable behaviors into categories. There are multiple layers to the categories. Across all age levels, the CLASS framework consists of the following elements. Domains are broad categories of observable behaviors. Dimensions are the defined aspects of effective interactions within each domain. Each dimension has indicators, a specific kind of behavior that can be observed in classrooms. Behavioral markers are examples of each indicator. Behavioral markers are not a checklist, but rather suggestions of behaviors that may be observed as evidence of an indicator. The Pre-K through Grade 3 CLASS tool has 3 theory-based domains: emotional support, classroom organization, and instructional support. Let's learn more about these 3 domains in the Pre-K through Grade 3 CLASS tool. The domain of emotional support assesses educator support of children's social and emotional functioning in the learning setting. Educators understand that children are developing their sense of self and relationships with others in their communities, and they support this development in a responsive way. Emotional support refers to specific teaching behaviors that help children develop warm, supportive relationships, experience enjoyment and excitement about learning, feel comfortable in the classroom, and experience appropriate levels of autonomy or independence. So what does this look like? Here are some examples. Spending time close to children and genuinely showing interest in what they are doing. Letting children see how much you enjoy being with them by smiling, laughing, and showing enthusiasm. Consciously avoiding the expression of any irritation. Quickly responding to children's emotional and instructional needs. Encouraging children to verbally express their ideas. The emotional support domain consists of 4 dimensions: positive climate, negative climate, educator sensitivity, and regard for child perspectives. You will learn the definition of each dimension, the indicators of each dimension, and why each dimension is important. It is essential to note that this is a broad overview of the CLASS measure. To learn more about the Pre-K through Grade 3 CLASS tool, consider purchasing the CLASS Dimensions Guide, CLASS Dictionary, or CLASS Strategy Cards from teachstone.com. Positive climate reflects the emotional connection between the teacher and students, and among students, and the warmth, respect, and enjoyment communicated by verbal and nonverbal interactions in the classroom. With CLASS, we look for the following indicators of positive climate: relationships, enjoyment, positive communication, and respect. Children are more motivated to learn when they feel happy, relaxed, and connected to others. When children feel connected to you and to their classmates, they are happy to come to school, they are more motivated to learn, and they get more out of activities and lessons. Negative climate reflects the overall level of expressed negativity in the classroom. The frequency, quality, and intensity of teacher and peer negativity are key to this scale. With CLASS, we look for the following indicators of negative climate: expressed negativity, punitive control, disrespect, and severe negativity. When children are afraid, angry, or upset, even for short periods of time, they cannot learn. When you provide children with an environment free of negativity and anger, they feel happier, display fewer challenging behaviors, and are better able to connect with you and learn. Educator sensitivity encompasses the teacher's awareness of and responsiveness to students' academic and emotional needs. High levels of sensitivity facilitate students' ability to actively explore and learn because the teacher consistently provides comfort, reassurance, and encouragement. With class, we look for the following indicators of educator sensitivity: awareness, responsiveness, problem resolution, and child comfort. Children whose teachers are in tune with their needs see their teachers as a secure base. This helps children feel more comfortable with their teachers and more confident in taking risks because they know an adult is there to support them. Regard for child perspectives captures the degree to which the teacher's interactions with students and classroom activities place an emphasis on students' interests, motivations, and points of view, and encourage student responsibility and autonomy. With class, we look for the following indicators of regard for child perspectives: child-centered, support for autonomy and leadership, child expression, and allows movement. By creating opportunities for children to pursue their interests and take responsibility, teachers increase children's independence and motivate children to learn. Now let's look at the second domain of the pre-K through grade 3 class tool, classroom organization. The domain of classroom organization assesses educators' support of children's behavior, time, and engagement in the learning setting. Educators understand that children are learning how to organize and manage their time, attention, and behavior to achieve tasks, and they provide support for that learning. Classroom organization describes specific teaching behaviors that help children develop skills to regulate their own behavior, get the most learning out of each day, and maintain interest in learning activities. What does this domain look like? Here are some examples. Making sure children clearly understand your expectations. Running your classroom like a well-oiled machine, where children always know what to do and how to do it. Using materials and presenting your daily activities in an interesting way. And consistently focusing the children's attention on the purpose of the lesson. The classroom organization domain consists of 3 dimensions: behavior management, productivity, and instructional learning formats. You will learn the definition of each dimension, the indicators of each dimension, and why each dimension is important. Behavior management encompasses the teacher's ability to provide clear behavioral expectations and use effective methods to prevent and redirect misbehavior. With class, we look for the following indicators of behavior management: behavior expectations, proactive, redirection of behavior, and child behavior. When educators have consistent and positive behavior expectations, children know how they are expected to behave. As a result, less time is spent on managing undesirable behavior and more time is spent on learning. Productivity considers how well the teacher manages instructional time and routines and provides activities for students so that they have the opportunity to be involved in learning activities. With class, we look for the following indicators of productivity: opportunities for learning, routines, transitions, and preparation. Children who consistently engage in activities are less likely to misbehave and interfere with other children's learning. In addition, a productive classroom increases children's exposure to learning opportunities. Instructional learning formats focuses on the ways in which the teacher maximizes students' interest in, engagement with, and ability to learn from lessons and activities. With class, we look for the following indicators of instructional learning formats: effective facilitation, variation in approach, child interest, and clarity of learning objectives. Planning meaningful activities and facilitating them in an interesting way sets the stage for learning. Additionally, when children are engaged, they learn more. Now let's look at the third domain in the pre-K through grade 3 class tool, instructional support. The domain of instructional support assesses educators' support of children's cognitive and language development. Educators understand that each child is capable of learning, and they provide individualized challenges, scaffolding, and feedback. Instructional support refers to specific teaching behaviors that support children's cognitive development and language growth. What does this domain look like? Here are some examples. Asking questions that allow children to solve problems on their own. Encouraging children to generate ideas and come up with their own creations. Using conversations to expand on children's previous knowledge. Encouraging children to engage in social and instructional conversations with one another throughout the day. The instructional support domain consists of 3 dimensions: concept development, quality of feedback, and language modeling. You will learn the definition of each dimension, the indicators of each dimension, and why each dimension is important. Concept development measures the teacher's use of instructional discussions and activities to promote students' higher order thinking skills and cognition, as well as the teacher's focus on understanding rather than rote instruction. With class, we look for the following indicators of concept development: analysis and reasoning, creativity, integration, and connections to everyday lives. Giving children opportunities to think creatively and analytically encourages them to connect learning to their lives and apply their thinking skills to future learning. Quality of feedback assesses the degree to which the teacher provides feedback that expands learning and understanding and encourages continued participation. With class, we look for the following indicators of quality of feedback: scaffolding, feedback loops, prompting thought processes, providing information, and encouragement and affirmation. Effective feedback deepens children's understanding and encourages them to persist in challenging tasks. By intentionally providing feedback, educators can create many more learning opportunities throughout the day. Language modeling captures the quality and frequency of the teacher's use of language stimulation and language facilitation techniques. With class, we look for the following indicators of language modeling: frequent conversation, open-ended prompts, communication extension, narration, and advanced language. Children develop new language skills when they are given opportunities to practice using language and when adults model more complex language. Language skills are important for children's academic and social success. In summary, the pre-K through grade 3 class tool consists of 3 domains: emotional support, classroom organization, and instructional support, and 10 dimensions: positive climate, negative climate, educator sensitivity, regard for child perspectives, behavior management, productivity, instructional learning formats, concept development, quality of feedback, and language modeling. The pre-K through grade 3 classroom assessment scoring system is an observation tool that focuses on the effectiveness of classroom interactions among teachers and children, because these daily interactions promote children's social, emotional, and cognitive development. Children thrive when teachers create nurturing, well-managed settings and provide frequent and engaging opportunities to learn. For more information regarding the pre-K through grade 3 class tool, please visit www.teachstone.com or email the SPARQS team at info@vtaeyc.org.